morning. It's March 29th, 2026, and we're officially 7 weeks post Mommy Makeover. Just a reminder that I did the VSG 3 to 4 years ago, and in November I did the brachioplasty where there was the arm lift. After losing all of that weight, I lost over 100 pounds. I had the sagging skin, so the brachioplasty took that, and then I had the breast lift, no implants, just all my skin. I'm from a family that is really very busted, so it was just a repair breast lift. On here I don't have any bra. And 7 weeks ago I went for the complete, because the whole procedure was supposed to be a mommy makeover, but because my iron levels were low in November, they did the upper body, and then in 7 weeks ago we did the lower body. And for reference, I went to Tijuana in Mexico because it was relatively cheaper there. So
Girl, don't do it. It's
you've seen
not
the
worth
intro.
it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
So that said, I'm sharing the story 7 weeks later. What have been the challenges? Oh my goodness, the mental stress. After surgery, I was pretty swollen, pretty inflamed. I had to be put in the faja. A faja is written F-A-J-A, that's the right pronunciation. No, faja, faja. It's a compression garment. And I promise you, those things are expensive. That's something I didn't factor in. Those compression garments are expensive. And once they stop compressing, they lose value. You have to stay compressed. Just now, I'm just getting my quick break before I go get my shower and then get back into my compression garments. You need to stay in the compression garments. Oh, okay, that's fine. So we had a headgear slip there. Okay, I was talking about compression garments. Remember when I said we have to stay compressed? Now, post surgery, I was inflamed and then started shrinking, and I'm still in that shrinking process. What does that mean? The fajas have to keep changing. I started 7 weeks ago. I started with the double X faja, and then right now I'm in the small faja. I promise you, going through all those stages, and those fajas, a good faja is above $150. You have to stay in those compression garments so that keep your body compressed and everything. Everything is in shape. So you've seen, this is my navel. It was totally reconstructed. The old navel I had was pulled down and trimmed off. So this is a totally reconstructed navel. She created this. The surgeon created this navel, so that's one of it. And then eating, goodness, if there was a time when my body needed to reconstruct and I needed proteins, it is now. Protein consumption is very high. I have to stay with proteins, make sure I'm eating my fiber, because you don't want constipation too. Because a lot of proteins, constipation, you don't want constipation. Mentally, oh my goodness, the times when I've been in what I was, the way I was for a long time, so it's taken a lot of mental adjustments. The times when I pull up my pants and I'm like, hey, my pants don't go past my hips. I'm surprised. I'm happy, but something I'm not used to. There's that body dysmorphia that I just sit and like, oh, did I just waste all of these resources? But guess what? You've seen what I went through, how much my 4 beautiful kids, how much they destroyed my body. Yeah, I'm getting faces here, but one of them is recording me. Yes, that's what the toll I went through. And again, I believe that the more I ate, it showed that I was well taken care of. You know, Cameroonians, they enjoy marriage, chop, chop, chop. Petit said they wanna look hot, do your exercise, chop wetin be necessary, no over chop. Say you want me bobby come on, drink water, bobby go come on. Okay, so back that was me talking to my kids, sisters, and daughters. The next thing is, I have actually improved my water intake. I'm so proud of myself. If you follow this channel, you know I've struggled with water. Now I'm really good. I can say I drink a liter of water a day. There's no judgment here. I'm sharing my struggles because I know somebody out there is probably gonna connect with me. I've struggled with water intake for. I'm gonna be my birthday is in May. I was born May 84, so this is May 86. I'm going to be 42 in a couple of months, May 30th. For how long I've struggled with water intake? Over how many years? So when I say I can drink a liter of water, that's a big win for me. I'm proud of myself. So proud of myself. And the trick was protein water. So taking protein water, taking protein powder, putting in water, it's a different from the protein shake or the protein shake powder. This is for drinks. So even my water has protein in it. The next thing is the lymphatic massages. Every day. Okay, regularly a lymphatic massage at this stage I'm in could be like $150 for a lymphatic massage. Recommended to take like 2 or 3 a week. I was so blessed. You know, my husband traveled with me to Tijuana in Mexico. During the massages, he learned it. So he's not professional, but he's my professional. So he learned it. The last few days, the professionals guided him. He made videos as they were massaging me and they were doing the corrections, and he's a good learner. He learned it and he's doing my massages every day. I think that is one of those things that is really good for my recovery. That's really good for my recovery. Like, think about it. All around, my skin was sewn. But look, I don't have scars. So if I literally go to a beach and I wear a bikini that has a string, you will not know I had surgery. You wouldn't know I had surgery. We're keeping it real here. So it's just a scar, and the scar is fading away. The scar is fading away pretty nicely. Mama, if you can zoom in a little. So the scar is yes. So we're still in compression mode, but look at that. Yes. So we're having lymphatic massages, and when we get the lymphatic massages, I really pee a lot. All of that water is coming out. It's activating my lymphatic system. The under breast, the arms, and the waistline, and all around. So that has been my experience, and I just wanted to share what 7 weeks have been like. Difficult sleeping the first 3 weeks. Oh my goodness, I hated my faha. After cleaning up and my massages, I just hated the thought of my faha. But I'm loving it, and I will share that at some point I was asked to put compression, to put in ab boards. Those are things I didn't even know about. Putting ab boards to help further contract, just learning, being part of the communities, and loving everybody who has been very supportive. My friend who is a wound care nurse practitioner, she has been on top of the wounds too. My family, everybody has been so supportive. And 7 weeks, I know, I'm just going to say this is very sensitive. A couple of people who pennywise pound foolish because of lack of education ask. I don't get any referrals for sending people to my doctor. A number of you people have reached out to me and have given referrals to that hospital. They do the VSG, where they take off 80% of your stomach, the inside of your stomach. So your eating capacity is small, and then when that you cannot eat that much, that flabbing skin comes off. It's trimmed off. That's the next stage of surgery. If you want to do lifts, whatever. I will recommend. I've gone under the knife 3 times in that facility, and I'm here. I started driving last week. So I'm back to who I was. I'm making my cakes, doing my work. I'm back to who I am, but I just can't sit for too long. If you notice the way I'm sitting, I'm literally sitting on my hips. I think I'm still getting used to the bump on the back. I'm not really sitting on it, but when I'm driving, I have my foam boards that I sit on. but overall, I'm good. And thank you so much. I just dressed like this because I wanted you to see it, to see how real it is. Oh, on here you may have noticed that I have just one I have just one what is this? Whatever. A wound. You remember I had tubes and I showed a video of how we're removing the tubes, the drainage tubes. So this is the last inset of the tube that was innermost. I struggled with that, but I think it'll be coming off in like 2 to 3 days. That's just the little scar. It's just like a little cut now, but nothing to worry about. So I dressed. I started attending my events. At some point I had to cut up. I started attending my events, and yeah, 7 months later. Please do not judge. Again, I'm not saying you should do this. Eat right, drink water, do your exercise, and you will lose weight. But if you cannot, there is still an option, and we should stop judging. Love you.